Big question. Are the Decepticon Combiners more popular than the Autobot Combiners? This is Regimus Maximus. Hey, get ready.
Regimus Maximus presents.
Look, the Decepticons! Look, the aerial bots! The Decepticons! Only the aerial bots have this kind of teamwork. Decepticons attack! Aerial bots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
Look, I'm a big fan of the Combiners just like everybody else. Is it me, or do you think that there's some type of popularity contest within the Combiners? Because the Decepticons seem like more of their characters come out more than the Autobots. Probably the number one Combiner that's been made several times is Devastator. There's quite a few different variations of Devastator. You got the Yellow Devastator, you got the Gravity Builder Devastator, you got the Jinbao upgraded Gravity Builder Devastator, and you also got the Torwell Devastator. I mean, there's quite a few Devastators. Then you got Minosaur. Right now, there's quite a few companies coming out with the different versions of Minosaur. It's probably like, what, 2 or 3, something like that, maybe 4. So you got quite a few versions of Minosaur coming. Next, you have Bruticus. Bruticus is another one. I mean, if you think back to the Warbotron version, and now even with the Zeta version of Bruticus, I mean, there's so many different variations of Bruticus. Another one there's probably a ton of is Predaking. There's so many different versions of Predaking, and I know that you got 2 new ones coming out. I know that Kang Toys is supposed to be coming out with one, and I think there is somebody else, I can't remember the name, but somebody else is coming out with one too. So I mean, Predaking is probably one that's been probably overdone too much. Now, if you take a look at the aerial bots have had a couple different versions. Zeta being the main one, and then you have the Fans Toy one that just came out. There really hasn't been much put into as far as those sets compared to, like, you had the Zhuzhang 2. It was basically an upgraded set of the Hasbro version. Don't get me wrong, Zeta and the Fans Toys versions, there's some amazing sets. I mean, I know that the Fan Toys, they really ain't finished yet, but hey, they're good though. There's been more effort in making that Dinobot Combiner, more so than making some of these other Autobot Combiners. Don't get me wrong, I do like Volcanicus, and I do like the idea of a Dinobot Combiner. Some people don't, some people hate it. I'm not one of those people. I'm fine with the whole newness of the whole situation, so, but that's just me. It just still seems like more effort is always put into making some more of these Decepticon Combiners more so than Autobots. I mean, like I said, maybe it's just a whole popularity thing. I mean, maybe they just sell a whole lot better. I don't know. The Fencer has had a few good attempts. I know that the Make Toys version was great. I know that the Yes Model did a oversized version of them. And then there's the TFC versions. I mean, they at least have 2 good versions of that. Now, Computron had 2 good offerings and everything. From, you had the Make Toys version, which was Quantron, and you also had the Warptron version. And both of those didn't look bad. Hasbro also came out with their version also, so, but still, they need to put more love within Computron too, because I mean, he needs a masterpiece size figure. I ain't gonna lie, Computron is probably my favorite Autobot Combiner, and I say that with all honesty. Now, 2 other Decepticon Combiners that don't get no love neither from a lot of these third-party companies. You have like Abominus. You have Orden. That's the only one of Abominus. That's the only third-party company that actually made him, and it looks good. I mean, but I think it's about $600. And then you got the Piranacons, the Predacons, whatever you want to call them. Either or, it's Piranacon, and you got one made by him. Was it TFC? Yeah, TFC made one third-party version of them. I mean, they ain't got a whole lot out. And it's actually the Decepticons, not the Predacons. That was my mistake. So what do you think? Am I wrong? What are your thoughts? Is it biased? Is it popularity contest? I mean, what is it? Now I know that I didn't put anything as far as like the Japanese combiners on there. So I mean, right now I'm just actually talking about G1. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And like I said, it's Regibus Maximus, and I'm out. And I'll see you next time.